Hi, today I'm going to talk about heart. Now, this is part of the wellness series I'm recording based out of my learnings from the book Story of Human Body by Daniel Lieberman. He is a Harvard professor and anthropologist. So let's get started. So we all know that heart works continuously. It pumps blood to and from lungs, and that the whole circulatory system with veins and arteries supply blood to different organs in our body. Now, what happens is over a period of time, our arteries harden, and then there is catastrophic failure, no supply to the heart attack, or no supply to the brain, brain stroke, and so forth. Right. So we are aware of the basics. Now let's dig little deeper into why this happens. And the book, the author has argued whether this is a recent phenomena, and he actually excavated. The findings from ancient Egyptian mummies also were analyzed, and that's the findings that he had. Now let's understand it very quickly. So we have in our body what we call it as cholesterols, right? These cholesterols are wax-like substances. They're insoluble in water, and same with the triglycerides, which is fats. Now they need to be transported to the different organs of the body, right? So either whenever we consume any of this cholesterol or foods, it is assimilated. It gets into the blood, or liver generates it. Okay, if we don't have, so cholesterols are good in some ways because they are required by the organs. Now how they are transported from liver is important. So we have lipoproteins, which basically transport this cholesterol to different parts through the blood. Now there are two types of cholesterol, LDL and HDL. So low density lipoproteins and high density lipoproteins. So what are the difference? LDL basically carry the cholesterols from the liver to the organs, and HDL carry these from the organs back to the liver. Now LDL are like small tiny substances, and at some point of time, right, they start, if you have high LDLs in your blood, then they start accumulating on the artery walls. Now there is a phenomena called oxidation or inflammation. And what is inflammation? We heard these, right? So inflammation is basically burning, right? So reaction of oxygen with something is inflammation. So these LDLs get stuck up to the artery walls, and then artery walls become inflamed. Now as they get inflamed, the body thinks there is some foreign body, right? So it sends WBCs to kind of counter this accumulation, and it triggers a vicious cycle. So WBC actually create a foamy like substance, and more LDL are trapped, and it becomes like a curd like substance on the wall of the artery, and over a period of time it hardens and creates a plaque. Now this hardened plaque, if it gets trapped, I mean, it first of all reduces the blood flow, so again hypertension because narrower passages. Second is this clots, if they get released, then they can float in the blood and they can get trapped, and then obviously they can clog the arteries. So in short, this is what happens. In the next video we'll see how to counter this.